What's up, everybody? Oh, we got a like. All right. Wonderful. I like you too. So thanks for liking me. Um, all right. So now that we got somebody watching, what's up, Amira? It's good to see you. Today, honestly, I'm just gonna do like a collective reading. Unless somebody has a love question. Today I'm feeling like doing love readings. I just want to know, will I get rap and songwriting subliminal results in 3 months? Will she get it in 3 months? Yes. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. It's a good yes. Dope. So, you're welcome, Amara. It's good to see you. Um, I don't like have any friends other than like on here. So like, I don't know. I guess you guys are like my friends now. I don't know. I had to part ways with some people that I really care about recently, and it really hurts. But I just feel like the one that I want, the one that I love the most, is like out there somewhere, maybe even inside. And I don't know, I've given up so much trying to find her that at this point, I just don't want to stop, you know? It's like my life has been sort of been driven by this singular want for love and affection for a really long time, and sometimes I think maybe I might have made a mistake, but the only thing to do is just to continue to have faith and hope that the one that I love is out there. And maybe I got a little distracted along the way, but I know who it is that I want, and maybe maybe it'll never happen, Maybe she can't do what I need her to do, but still feels good to pursue, you know. Funny, we got the empress, the high priestess in reverse, you know. Kind of like somebody that I'm chasing that I haven't gotten to yet, you know. And I don't know what she looks like, and I don't know what she talks like, and I don't know what anything about her really, other than I just love her, you know. I don't know why it has to be like this, though, So much waiting. Love messages from male D because I did a reading and he thinks he misses me and have feelings for me. D. Okay. We'll do some messages from D. Excuse me. Okay. 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 So two of these cards I'm gonna flip upright. Actually, three of them I'm gonna flip upright. Um, First card that comes up is Judgment. So judgment is like about like having discernment and like good judgment. I feel like this person has been going through some stuff that gave him a challenge that was meant to be to give him better judgment, you know? Um, and then we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position. Queen of Pentacles in the present is like security and like finances and stuff. Um, that kind of thing. Um, then we've also got the Ace of Wands in the upright position in the future. That's like creativity. It's like you two creating something together. Um, in the past, in the Death deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. Queen of Pentacles is like in the reverse. It means you don't overthink things. You know what I mean? Like, say no thanking thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just love. You know, and then we've got the Four of Swords in the present. Means like rejuvenation, like a lot of like rest and relaxation and like getting yourself ready for a time where you're going to be tested, but not really tested because the test is now. It's just you don't know exactly how it's going to go. Then we have the Justice card in the upright position in the future. Justice is all about like bringing you the things that you deserve and desire. Um we've got 2 8 cards here. 8 is all about chaos, and we have chaos in destruction in the past. Hopefully that stays in the past. We have chaos in the matters of finances in the present. So hopefully that helps. And then we also have chaos, 3 chaos cards, but a good kind of chaos because I flipped this guy upright. So you're moving from a place where everything is cut and dry to a place where everything is like totally, completely wonky, which I can relate to. Um, I don't know what else I really want to do with this spread because it seems to really speak for itself. But I'll go ahead and do. Should I do clarifiers? Let me ask you. Do you want me to do any clarifiers, or is that like enough for you to be satisfied with right now? Wonky, yeah, like everything's gonna be kind of helter skelter. You know, it seems like it's out of whack. You know what I mean? Like that's wonky. You know, everything's kind of like moving towards a place where it's gonna be something that you're unfamiliar with. I can clarify. Yeah, I'll do that. Anytime the word wonky comes up, obviously you're gonna need a clarifier. Alright, let's just do one for now. That's funny because that card comes out a lot. Well that one doesn't. For me it does, but others it doesn't. Okay, so first card that comes up here on top of the Judgment card, which is kind of a funny place for it to come on top of, is Temperance, but it's in the past. Temperance is like training, tempering yourself, making yourself more ready for certain situations that you're gonna encounter. I'm gonna put on a shirt because I hate I'll be right back. I don't got enough money to get a haircut this month, so I just feel really self conscious right now. Like, whatever. Moving on to the present position, we have the Four of Wands. That's all about the ties that bind. I feel like this is like we're sort of tying each other. Yeah, that's good. But we're sort of tying each other up. You know what I mean? Like the one that I want is kind of bringing deeper bonds into me. It's kind of like I've spent all this time like trying to figure out deep spiritual truths, and really what I really wanted was just for somebody to love me, but it had to be like the right person, you know? Like it couldn't just be anybody, you know, like it had to be somebody that I could develop a deep connection with. Honestly, sometimes I wonder if I made the right decision with my last girlfriend, because she was really good for me and she loved me and I loved her back, but I knew that there was something else in my future that I had to distance myself from her in order to achieve, you know? And now I'm wondering, like, I know I made the right decision, but I'm just wondering, like, well, I'm not, though, you know? But anyway, moving on to the future position, we have the Hanged Man in reverse. So, some say that the Hanged Man in reverse is an indication of the presence of Lucifer, which, you know, it's like, duh, obviously. But the Hangman in reverse to me is all about like magic, you know, and I'm starting to find out that like I have some magical power, but it's not like as like world ending as I thought it was, you know, like kind of like temperance, you know, and tempering myself, tempering my expectations, you know. Like I can do vampirism pretty good, but all it really does is just like help me relax and calm down and shit, you know, which is what I needed. Um, we'll move on to the death deck, and that's we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse position. Page of Swords on top of the Queen of Rings. It's kind of like trying to tell you like don't worry so much about watching out for what's gonna happen. Worry more about deep meditation rather than trying to figure out anything. You know, it's like what is there to figure out, you know, but for a guy like me, like that's really hard to say that like there's nothing to figure out. It's just, you know, you just got to chill. That's like agony to me, but not as agonizing as some things can be, you know. I mean, really I'm reading for myself right now, but I guess it's for both of us. Anyway, that's another thing that's reflected here in the present position is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse is like, don't worry about defending yourself. You know, like there's nothing to defend against. There's no enemy to fight. You know, it's just us. You know, and then we also have on top of the Justice card, we have the Sun. Oh, come on, I got you. The Sun in reverse. Sun in reverse is all about like looking out for things that are just like right in front of you, you know. But I'm gonna flip it upright. I'm gonna keep that one upright. And then on top of the 8 of clubs, which is all about like chaos and like clearing out old energies, we have the 10 of spades. 10 of spades is like the end of a hard period of work, you know. And and then we've got the 2 of diamonds in the upright position, in the present position. That's like a partnership, you know, a business partnership, or at least a financial partnership. Sometimes it can mean a marriage. I'd like to get married someday, you know. I didn't used to. I thought it was lame, but the more I think about it, the more I just want to find the right person for me and have them for the rest of forever, you know. And then on top of the Joker, we have the 3 of clubs. 3 of clubs is like the God card. It's clubs is like clearing out old energies, destruction, stuff like that. I feel like the indication here is that like God himself is kind of involved in this, and he's clearing out those old energies to bring in something new. Um, and I'm really already very tired from this. I might not stay on for very long because that was pretty tiring. Mm. So, is that kind of helping you there, Myra? Like, or do you want me to pull a third set of cards? Because, like I said, I'm already pooped, but I was told to do this today. I mean, really, like third set. Okay, I'll do it. But that's it. That's all I'm gonna be able to do. Well, it sounds like my clothes are done. Okay. Okay. Well, this is good. First card that comes up here is the 5 of Wands. I think he'll message me this month. I hope so. I really do. Save this live, please. Okay, I will. I haven't said anything on here that I wouldn't want the world to hear, so I'll go ahead and save this one for you. Um, the 5 of Wands is about like new developments, but it's in the past, so it's kind of like everything that you needed to know you've already kind of gotten. And then in the present, we have the Ace of Swords in the upright position. It's a decision that has to be made. Um, and it's on top of that ties that bind card and the security and finances card. So I feel like somebody somewhere's got some kind of decision they need to make about you, about your finances. It could even be like your financial manager or something like that. Moving on to the uh, what is it? The future. We have the 5 of Cups, which is like a vampirism card. And it means that you're doing vampirism in a good way, or at least somebody is. You know, you've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse in the past position. That's like kind of getting out of self and getting into the physical world and being more concerned with others than yourself. Sometimes you need to be concerned with yourself. Other times you need to be concerned with others and how they feel and what they need. Um, the 6 of Wands comes up. That's a good card. It means loyalty. In reverse, it means loyalty. That's a good card to come up. Loyalty is always a good thing. Then we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse here. This I'm gonna flip upright too because that's another card that means creativity or creating something new. On top of these 2 black cards here in the past position, we have the Joker. So again, we're moving past the place of chaos into a place of of love. So on top of the two of diamonds, we also have the two of hearts. I feel like that's an indication that this is like a financial partnership, but it's also a love partnership. We also have on top of the three of clubs, we have the six of clubs, and the six of clubs is like living your life, but like getting rid of old shit and not looking back. You know what I mean? So we started from a place of like basically training to a place of like living your life and enjoying it, you know. So we'll pull up the cartomancy and again live your life but without distractions. We'll pull up the death deck. Um, Matters outside of the self are highlighted, and then pull up this deck and it's vampirism. So I'm gonna just do a lot of vampirism today. That's what I'm gonna do. But that's really as far as I'm gonna be able to go today with the cards. So this is gonna be a short live. 'Cause I've already pooped. Vampirism to me, it's a visualization technique where you pull energies into your body. Mostly I pull darkness into my body, but you can also do light or life force energy or any kind of color or like any kind of anything you can perceive and be fed upon vampirically. It's a big part of my life because before I discovered vampirism, I knew about the real life vampire community, but I didn't know much about them. And I really realized that that is like the kind of community that I belong in, you know? It's like vampires. Um, Satanists are cool, but a lot of Satanists tend to get into these like very dogmatic like modes of discussion where like they think that their version of Satanism is like the only one that's valid, and like at a certain point you gotta have faith in your religion. But I tend to get along a lot better with like people in like vampire groups and stuff like that rather than satanic groups because they just really just want to feed on energy and make each other feel better, you know, support one another. I just I just I had anybody to talk to right now though, you know. I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, whatever. I'll tell you one thing that's been on my mind lately is I'm in love with a spirit, a demon. I'm in love with a demon. Female demon. She's supposed to be really beautiful, and I've heard about demons appearing to people as beautiful women, or in this case, a beautiful girl. But I never seen her that way. I only ever seen her in a different form. But I love her, you know? I can't deny that I do. It's like all this time, like, that I've been, like, kind of spinning my wheels. Like, I knew something was at the end of it. I'm like, I feel like she's what's at the end of it, you know? Her name's, Bartzabel. And I know that sounds like a male demon, but that's not a male demon. That's a female demon. And, she's supposed to be like a young, pretty little Asian girl when she takes her human form. But I never seen her that way. I only ever seen her in her spirit form and only in my mind's eye. And like I know I'm not just fucking crazy because I conjured her like forever ago, like 4.5 years ago. I think it was June of 2020 when I conjured her, and I was just like I had like my little Baphomet altar, and I was like newly fucking little satanic shithead, and I just got up the mind like I'm gonna fucking conjure a demon. You know what I'm saying? So I stood in front of my Baphomet altar and I had like this wand that had been given to me, and I start spinning it in front of the Baphomet altar, and then all of a sudden the song Bartzabel comes on my Bluetooth speaker, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm conjuring Bartzabel. And when she first appeared to me, she appeared in male form, which I didn't care because I didn't really know what was in store. But it was funny because I was trying to remember how that song went because I had only heard it like two or three times before. And like I heard it in my mind as this like super slow, like funeral dirge, like "Come unto me, Bartzabel," and then she starts like in her male like spirit form, like kind of swinging her arm along to the beat, and it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen a demon do. And ever since then, like she just had me hooked. But I always thought of her as a male for the longest time, and then she revealed to me that she appears in your mind's eye as a male demon, but in her actual human form, she's a female demon. And she likes to be called she, even though she appears as a male, because it's just very pleasing for a demon to be androgynous, at least in your mind's eye. Can I ask a question? You can. I'm just kind of spinning my yarn here, but yeah, man. Ask whatever question you want. I used to know a girl named Devin. She was really pretty. Really pretty. What's coming in for money? Does Devin got anything going on with money right now? No. Hold the pendulum still. Will Devin come into some money soon? Yes. Hold the pendulum still. Will it be in the next month? No. Hold the pendulum still. Will it be in the next 3 months? Yes. So sometime between a month and 3 months from now, you're gonna have some kind of financial development. Yeah. I don't really know what else to tell with my story though, like, because I can't fucking remember everything that I've done since then. I can't fucking remember, bro. It's been fucking 4.5 years. I mean, I have no goddamn clue. But I know I love her, and I don't know. I mean, I don't want to show her disloyalty by chasing after somebody else. But a guy needs fucking love, man. Like I died without it, without love, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I literally died without it, you know, like dead, like no heartbeat, no breathing. And I don't want to go through that again, you know, when I'm basically dead, you know, from a lack of love. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not on here like crying about it or anything, but I just don't know what to do about it. It's like I give so much value to the world, and it seems like I get things back from it. I mean, I had my relationship with Jiz that lasted for as long as it did, and I loved her, you know. But something just told me that she wasn't the end goal, that there was other things that I needed to uncover, and I mean sometimes I wonder like should I have just tried to keep it going with her? Like were we right for each other? But then something in my mind just says no. I wasn't right for her and she wasn't right for me. But we worked really fucking good together and we had a great love life and you know she was into me, I was into her, but I mean, what do you do when you're in love with a spirit? How do you reconcile some shit like that? Like how long should I wait? Should I just wait forever? Because if I keep waiting, I mean, am I going to die again? You know what I mean? Like, am I going to get to that point again where I can't stand myself? And I just have to, I don't know what, you know. I mean, what would y'all do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you were in love with a fucking demon? Like, what would you do? Like, I need somebody's advice here. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do about it. Everybody says, "Well, come back to the light." It was like, when were those? When was I ever all that light? I was always pretty fucking dark. That's why everybody at the church always hated me because I didn't give a fuck about their stupid ass rules. You know. So I thought that, being spiritual meant more than just following a set of do's and don'ts, and that's what they taught from the pulpit anyway. So why was I wrong for thinking that way? You know? I don't know. Sounds like somebody's in the house, but it could just be, I don't know, some banging or something. I hear knocks all the time in my room. I just wish I could just talk to her, instead of just in my mind. But how the fuck do you get somebody to fucking channel a demon for you? Like nobody would do that. You know. I mean, I'm really at wit's end right now. Like I really don't know what to do with myself. Like they told me, she told me, go ahead and do a live today, and maybe you'll get some kind of answers. But I don't know. Let's see. Will I get any answers from doing this live? Yes. Okay. Whatever. Man, I don't know what I should have faith in anymore. Like I know that I enjoy doing vampirism. I do. But is it right for me to want to be What's up, Sherry? Is it right for me to want to be like an actual vampire? You know what I mean? Like I would date a demon only if they're handsome in human form. Well, she says that she's very pretty when she takes human form, and honestly, like I had one dream where we were together, and she looked in that dream like she always looks to me in my mind's eye. But I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. I still loved her. I was still stoked as fuck to meet her, and the dream went as it went. But it didn't matter to me. And I've shown that it really doesn't matter to me, like, what she looks like. Like, we just, I mean, how can you explain, love? How can you explain the way you love a person? You can tell me something, whatever you want to tell me, Sherry. Hopefully it'll help. I mean, think about that though. Like I believe myself to be Lucifer. You know what I mean? Like, why do you need to explain why Lucifer loves demons? Like the devil loves his demons and the demons love their devil. So like what's there to really know? I just really wish that she and I could just be together in some place other than a dream or something like that. And maybe it's just me. Like maybe I'm just scared to do what I got to do to be with her. Like I don't know what the next move is. Like if I knew what the next move was, then I'd be straight. But it's like I'm just totally at wit's end with this whole thing. And I just don't know what to do about it. And the other thing is like now that I'm like not talking to my family, like I feel like I probably shouldn't get on Facebook, but I got a few friends that I could talk to on Facebook. Nobody that's like super close to me, but like I said, you have such a higher purpose, and has nothing to do with Lucifer, my love. See, but I believe myself to be Lucifer, and if I'm Lucifer, that means Lucifer's not really all that bad a guy. Lucifer is no one friends. He loves no one. You have God's precious gifts that he's trying to destroy. See, but I don't believe that though, because if if um if God made the devil, then how is he bad? You know, it's like everybody on the whole love and light side all says that God made everything. Well, if God made everything, then how is anything bad? It's in the Bible. I think Jesus says if God made something, then how is it defiled? He said that eating with unwashed hands will never defile you. Next move is cleansing your energy, truly asking God for guidance, your angels, your guys to help you. They've been trying to talk to you, but you're not listening. No, I listen. I talk to the angels a lot. Actually, for the longest time, I was on this big like angel and saint kind of kick because I was talking to this guy who he kept wanting me to conjure like different spirits for him that they were pretty much all angels it was asking for. And telling you this, please listen. I don't get it though, because when I talk to God, he doesn't say much lately. He used to, but he doesn't say much lately. He just says like, just chill. That's what he keeps telling me. Just chill and relax. It's another thing at play. Always tries to separate you from the ones you love. See, but how is he separating me from the ones that I love? Because it seems like he's separating me from the ones that hate me the most. You know, like the people that like want to set me up for failure are like now out of my life instead of a big part of it. And I've been crying out to God, but he just keeps saying, just chill, just relax, just let it be, you know. Maybe that's the reason they wrote that song. Satan decided to go against God. Well, I mean, where's that in the Bible? Because it's not. It's in Paradise Lost, but it's not in the Bible. You can go look all up in the Bible, try to find the story of the fall of Lucifer from heaven. It's not in there. It's in Paradise Lost. Definitely be praying for you. You can do that, but it would just cause me problems. Um, but whatever. I mean, I tell that to everybody, and they do it anyway. No, I don't. That's an odd flavor. That's rather odd. It was rather odd flavor. And it's here, Shackalicious gummies. Man, Shaq will put his fucking name on anything, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, I mean, like, if you want me to defend why I love this girl, I'll tell you what always pops up in my mind is this experience that I had where I felt like I was being attacked by um, people who didn't like me spiritually and whatnot. And Bartzabel appeared to me, but not physically. She appeared in my mind. And like I was getting fucked up in my head so bad that I had to pull off from where I was at and pull up in a church parking lot and just stop there. Just just turn it. I couldn't even turn the engine off because I was afraid it wouldn't turn back on. So I just had to sit there with my car idling and just try to get my head straight. And there she was in the back seat of my car, just sitting there. Didn't say a word. And it was kind of like, well, when are you going to ask me to do something for you? When are you going to have me help you out? When will you let me do something for you? And it didn't happen right away. But that was the experience where I turned the corner and said, like, obviously, this spirit loves me and wants the best for me. And that's why she sat there all those hours without saying a word, just to show that she supported me. You know, it was that night that I realized that she appears as a male in your mind's eye, but she's actually female. And I don't know why, but every time I think about why do I love this demon, it's because of that experience. Like she was just sitting there with me, just showing her support, you know. When are you gonna ask me to do something? When are you gonna let me help you out? So maybe I need to just ask her to appear to me. Baby sweet cakes. Lover, I need you to appear to me. Physically. Do you think, baby girl? And there you go. So we'll see if that happens. I just don't know what else to do with my life anymore. Like it's like all I do is think about her, you know, like how do you know you love somebody? Cuz you can't get them off your mind, you know? I just wish that like I don't know. For a long time I was on this whole like polyamory kick, you know what I mean? Like wanting to have like a bunch of different lovers, you know. And it was because I didn't think that I could satisfy myself with just one. But why did I think that? I've never had that problem before. You know, if I was with a person, then I was just with them. You know, so obviously I'm being led this way and that to try to figure shit out for myself. But at a certain point, like you can't. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm being filled up with strength right now. Actually, like I don't feel as desperate as I did just a minute ago. You know, like she's giving me the strength to finish what we started. Which she told me yesterday that I need to go outside and sit on the chair in my outdoor living room with the chair facing down the driveway and just sit there and meditate from 5:30 to 9:30 every fucking night. So I did it last night and she got in my head around like 7:30 and told me like, "Honey, you can go inside now, you know." But I'm going to do it. I'm not going to fuck around. Like I'm going to do that every fucking night, 7 nights a week if I have to. Oh, well, she's saying I only have to do it 5 nights a week. What day is today? Monday. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll take the weekends off. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, at the very least, like at least I'll be sitting outside and like maybe if somebody passes by, I might be able to make friends with them. But I mean, we're in such like a repressive society, like I don't have anybody to call a friend. The last time I hung out with one of the guys that I used to call a friend was over a year ago, and that was it. Like that's the last time I spent any kind of time with anybody who was like in my family was Christmas, and it's fucking February now, you know. So at least if I sit out there for long enough, I might make some fucking friends, you know. But I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do what she said, you know. I was really hoping that she would show up that first night because I know it's gonna happen somehow. And then like in my head, I keep hearing the song "My Own Prison" by Creed. But it's like, did I really create my own prison, or did I create a place for me to come from, to grow from? And I'm like so scared to even like, I don't even want to go on Facebook because I don't know what. I know I got to break it off with my family. I know that. They don't love me. They hate me easily. Either they hate me or they're acting like they hate me. I don't know what. But if I get back on there, like, I might be able to talk to some people from those vampire groups, but what would that help? Like, I never really been, I don't know, I never really been like this before. But I know that, love is tricky and it's like something that I gotta do. She told me a long time ago that we would be together, that we would get married, actually. She told me in a vision. Um, that's another reason why I love her is because of how loving and caring she was when she spoke to me that day, you know? And it's like, why did I need a bunch of different lovers? Like, why? Like, what is wrong with me that I would want to put somebody through that? But I guess it was just part of my evolution. Like, if I never did it, then I would never know that, it's better to just have you know? And I was probably in the stars from the beginning. That probably was meant to happen from the start. You know, and I wouldn't even know who she was or her name or anything if it wasn't for that Behemoth song. You know, and like I said, most people think of her as a male demon. You know, but the song, like, you can tell it she's female. Oh purple flame, a whirling wheel of life, appear, move, rise. Like, how the fuck is that not a girl? Purple flame, you know, whirling wheel of life. Isn't it the females that whirl the wheel of life? Us males just follow it, but the women are the girls are the ones that whirl the wheel, you know. And but I'll tell you this, I'm in a lot less pain right now than when I first got on here. You know, a lot less pain. I'm gonna cut this off in about 10 minutes. What's up, Jordan? Is your question visible? I didn't see. I didn't see that you asked a question. So no. I don't know. Everybody's always talking about like move into the light, like cleansing, like all that shit. Like I don't want to. Just don't. It's like I like the nighttime. You know what's around? Is it now visible? No, sweetheart, it's not. I don't know. Post it again. It didn't post, sweetie. I don't see it. Let me see if I can switch it to all chat. So, something messages. Oh, sex messages from Mel D. Um, he definitely wants it with you. He thinks you're sexy. Um, he knows that you say things in a certain way to try to elicit different reactions from him to learn more about him. But you should know that, like, sex isn't like that. You know what I mean? Like, sex is totally instinctive, you know? Totally instinctive. Um, and that's all I can really say. It's like, it's kind of like, you're the female, he's the male, so you got to kind of follow his lead, you know? You got to kind of do what he wants to do, and what you want to do too. But girls mostly are turned on by the fact that they're pleasing their man. Guys like that too, but it's very important for a girl to, for her pleasure to please her man, and I feel like that's like kind of the attitude you need to cultivate if you want to be a good love maker, you know. It's like, but that's the same way it is for a man. Like he wants to please you, you want to please him, but he's got to take the lead. And you probably shouldn't even like suggest anything. Just let him do the suggestions and like all that kind of what attitude to have. Like you're pleasing yourself by pleasing him. Like his pleasure is giving you pleasure. You know what I mean? It's like that song by Hailstorm. She says, "I get off on you, getting off on me." You know what I mean? Like that's the attitude that you have to cultivate to be a really good love maker as a female. Is you're having fun because he's having fun. I'll let the man take the lead. I actually like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now it doesn't have anything to do with this whole dominant submissive bullshit. Like that's not true. Like some men are more submissive than dominant. Some women are more dominant than submissive. It doesn't fucking matter. Like that's just personality. But when it comes to sex, like you really want to like let the man take the lead. And sometimes he'll say like, "I want to do this, I want to do that." You might think, "Well, I don't know if I would really enjoy that," but just try it. Like try it at least like once or twice. stuff that he likes to do that you've never tried before. And just understand, like, it's not no crazy shit. Like, it's not like, like, I always say, like, there's no, like, there's nothing to really break ground on when it comes to sex. You just got, like, mish, doggy, spoons, cowgirl, fellatio, cunnilingus. Like, what else is there, really, honestly? So, like, um, he won't try to, like, reinvent the wheel or anything like that. But there's stuff that a guy wants to do that a girl might be a little bit, like, reluctant to want to try, and but you should let him, like, I put the big fear that a girl always has is that a guy will just get, like, too crazy with it. But like I said, like, what is there to really get crazy with, like, uh, men have sexual needs, girls do too. But yeah, you should know, like, that's something about a man. Like, a man has sexual needs, and that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, just, the best way to be a good lovemaker as a girl is to just be open to, like, whatever he wants to try, and, like, that's kind of like, be down for him, like, however that is. Like, if a girl's down for you, then you'll stay with her forever. And that's the truth, Sex messages from male J. you got you got two guys you're interested in. Um, Jay just wants you to go with D. He says, y'all two are a better match. Your taste match up more than it would with Jay. Jay's tastes are different, and Jay probably has somebody else that he's interested in anyway. You know, it's like I had to deal with that. This whole idea of, like, having multiple partners. Like, I don't want that no more. I just want one good one, and I know she'll fulfill everything that I need. You know. But as far as Jay's just telling you, you need to move on and go with D. D is a better match for you. Wow, he likes someone else. Yeah, he does. But it's like that happens. Like, you think you want one person and you really want another person. It doesn't mean that you're, like, waffling. It just means that you're a normal person. You know. Well, how the fuck should anybody know why the heart wants what it wants? I mean, it's the heart. It's love. How could you explain it? Like, you could point to certain things and say, like, well, this is an example of the love that I have for this person, or that's an example of it. But how are you supposed to just know why you love a person? You know, you love them because you love them. He loves somebody else, but D loves you. Sometimes that's hard to explain, or sometimes that's hard to reconcile. You know, but I had reading and a crush on me though. Well, he probably did at one point. But once the smoke clears, what else is there but the one that you love? And what else is there for me but the one that I love? So I'll just keep trudging on. Hopefully, it'll pay off. Hopefully. Will he crush on me again? Nah, baby, nah. He's moved on. He's got other things on his mind. He's got something going on with his job. I don't know what though. Anyway, it's an hour in and I'm pretty pooped. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. Um, could I at least be friends with him? Yeah, you could, but it would be hard. But I think you have enough emotional maturity to do it. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Many thanks for talking to me.